afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Live at 4 on this Wednesday. Brady Mallory's in for Charlotte, who's in for Susan. Is that about right?
I think so. That sums it up, unless there are more of us somewhere.
January 3rd.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Lisa Briggs will be along a little later on in this newscast, answering your plant questions. You should email them now to tips@channel3000.com. We'll get to them in our second half hour. So if you have a plant or garden, well, not a garden question, but plant question, tips@channel3000.com.
Something to look forward to.
So let's take a look at what's making news on this Wednesday. We catch up with residents of a West Side low-income apartment complex as they prepare to find a new place to live.
And bomb threats are targeting Capitol buildings across the country, including ours in Madison.
And Republican lawmakers make a showing at the Mexican border. We'll tell you what they found. Let's take a look outside. Another gray, cloudy day.
This time of year is so depressing. I have
like,
thoughts. We won't get into it.
Doesn't care for January, at least the first part of it. More winter ahead. Jacob's in the backyard. It's quiet for now.
Yeah, and honestly, I'm not sure what you guys expect. You've been complaining about the weather, but I mean, it is January. It's actually a little bit above average for this time of the year. We're seeing cloudy skies today. That's been the case for the last few days, and we actually have a few flurries across our area. And here's a look at Doppler track, mostly to the north and east of Madison. But for the most part, although some flurries are definitely possible throughout the evening, we're definitely not going to see any accumulation. So looking at future track, we are going to see those flurries scattered across our area, especially to the east of Madison during the evening hours and early overnight hours. But by tomorrow morning, much of that snow will have cleared out of our area. Now here's a look at the current temperatures. We're right now in the middle to lower 30s across Dane County, but zooming further out, that's pretty much the same case. A little colder further north with temperatures right around freezing, but for the most part, you know, a little bit above average for this time of year where we normally see high temperatures in the 20s. Now here's a look at the forecast for tonight. The clouds are going to clear out of our area just a little bit, and that will allow the temperatures to really start to fall. We'll have lows around 20, but once again, still above average for this time of the year. Now the rest of this week will be pretty quiet, but for next week, we do have that alert day Monday night into Tuesday for the likelihood of accumulating snow. Now the full forecast on that coming up a little bit later.
Thank you, Jacob. Well, we are continuing our coverage this afternoon on a potential crisis facing the people living at the Tree Lane Apartments on Madison's west side.
It's been a couple of weeks now since residents were told they need to find a new place to live. Our Jalen Banks joins us live from the apartment complex where he spoke to residents about what they've heard since getting the notice. Jalen.
Back in 2018, the goal of Tree Lane Apartments just behind me was to give homeless and low-income families an opportunity at better living. But just a few days before this past Christmas, residents were notified that they would need to find a new place to stay by March because the building is set to be sold. This has left the residents searching for answers and help, many claiming they have received neither from building management since they got the notice.
We need people to come out here or come take us looking for units. I mean, or landlords putting us in them. I mean, I feel like they should be paying for that stuff instead of us. They should be paying for our application fees. They should be paying for us to move. Everybody not moving because we moving because you shutting down. We not moving because we chose to.
A court hearing has been set for January 25th on this matter, and tonight at 6 we'll hear more from Lachey on what the next steps are for her and her family as they try to find a new place to live. Reporting on Madison's west side, Jalen Banks, News 3 Now.
Thank you, Jalen. The Wisconsin State Capitol is one of multiple state houses nationwide that received bomb threats this morning. State capitals in Michigan, Minnesota, and Mississippi evacuated their offices because of the threats, which the FBI has deemed a hoax. Unlike in those other states, though, the Wisconsin State Capitol did not evacuate or go into lockdown. The threats follow several false reports of shootings at the homes of public officials in recent days. As of today, the ballots are now mostly set for the spring election.
Here with more is political reporter Will Keneally. Will.
Mark and Brady, if you had your heart set on running for county board this year, I'm sorry to say it is a little too late now. We now know many of the contests that will be set for the 37-seat board later this year. So right now there are 10 races on the ballot. You can see those here in green. 2 out of those 10, those will have primaries coming up in February. That includes District 13, which is downtown Madison. That's represented by Jay Brower, who has 2 challengers in the cycle. The one over here on the city's east side, that's actually Melissa Ratcliffe's district. You might know her from the State Assembly. She's choosing not to run again, like some of her colleagues, Alex Jures and Mike Baer, who gave up their county positions just last year. Now, in all, 10 county supervisors are declining to run again. This year, some of those seats will not be contested in this April. Only one person filed to run in their place. Now, that turnover is about on par with what we see on the board every cycle. Now, a couple of dates to keep in mind already. February 20th will be the primary for those 2 orange seats there. Everybody else in brown and the green here, you will vote on April 2nd, which is the same day as the presidential primary election.
All right, well, thank you. Tensions are rising in the Middle East following a pair of deadly attacks over the past 2 days. One attack happened in Iran, the other in Lebanon. Ian Lee has the latest from Tel Aviv.
The death toll in Iran is rising after 2 explosions rang out during a ceremony marking the 4th anniversary of a key general's assassination by the U.S. Satellite images show thousands had gathered to remember Qasem Soleimani when the attack happened. Iranian state television says more than 100 people were killed and over 200 injured. So far, no one has claimed responsibility, and there's no indication of any involvement of a foreign state, including Israel. The U.S. is condemning the attack.
The United States was not involved in any way, and any suggestion to the contrary is ridiculous. We have no reason to believe that Israel was involved in this explosion.
On Tuesday, a drone strike in Beirut killed Hamas senior leader Saleh al-Aruri and 5 others. Israel isn't commenting on the attack. El-Aruri is the first senior Hamas political leader to be killed since the war between Hamas and Israel started in October. This son of one of the Israeli hostages being held by Hamas since October 7th says he's concerned El-Aruri's killing will increase the danger of those being held captive.
His killing is definitely not helping, because the first thing that happened after his killing is Hamas said we're stopping all negotiation. All of the signs are showing Israel is not for hostage negotiation.
The assassination in Lebanon is sparking new concerns that the conflict between Israel and Hamas may be expanding, and many fear it could engulf the Middle East. Ian Lee, CBS News, Tel Aviv.
U.S. House Speaker Mike Johnson is leading about 60 fellow Republicans in Congress on a visit to the Mexican border. Their trip to Eagle Pass, Texas, one of the busiest entry points in the country, comes as they are demanding hard-line immigration policies in exchange for backing President Joe Biden's emergency wartime funding request for Ukraine. Border officials say agents were spread so thin they could only guard 4 miles of the border in the area around Eagle Pass, leaving over 90% unpatrolled.
Last month alone, we saw the most illegal crossings in recorded history. It is an unmitigated disaster, a catastrophe. And what's more tragic is that it's a disaster of the president's own design.
Senate negotiators in Washington are plugging away in hopes of a bipartisan deal. A number of illegal crossings into the United States topped on several days last month. Eagle Pass, a border city, has been at the center of Republican Governor Greg Abbott's Operation Lone Star. That's his nearly $10 billion initiative that's tested the federal government's authority over immigration and elevated the political fight over the issue.
For the first time in 5 months, Ukraine and Russia announced an exchange of prisoners of war. Both sides are releasing more than 200 people. It's the largest documented swap of troops so far. Moscow said the process was a complex negotiation involving mediation by the United Arab Emirates. Ukraine's POW Coordination Center also acknowledged the UAE's role in the exchange.
We're learning more today about what happened aboard a Japanese airliner that exploded on a Tokyo runway. CBS's Tina Kraus has the details.
Authorities are inspecting charred wreckage for clues after Tuesday's catastrophic collision on a runway at Tokyo's main airport. A crash between a Coast Guard plane and a passenger jet sparked a fireball on the Japan Airlines A350, sending passengers dashing to emergency exits and setting off a textbook evacuation that saved all 379 people on board. 5 people on the smaller plane died. Passenger Aruto Iwama says, "I was scared to death, but the flight attendants quickly led us to the slides and we escaped." Japan's transport ministry says control tower transcripts show the passenger jet was given permission to land, but the military plane was not cleared for takeoff. The pilot, who survived, claims air traffic control gave him permission to proceed. The plane was stocked with supplies for disaster-hit areas from a New Year's Day earthquake on Japan's west coast. The 7.6 magnitude quake killed dozens, and amid aftershocks, rescuers are rushing to save survivors. The quake leveled houses, fractured roads, and destroyed neighborhoods. The runway disaster struck the next day, setting off the fiery explosion that's baffling aviation experts and a flawless evacuation some are calling miraculous. Tina Kraus, CBS News, London.
Experts say all passengers left their carry-on bags behind when they rushed out of the plane onto evacuation slides. And that was a major factor behind the quick evacuation.
A mansion belonging to Miami Dolphins wide receiver Tyreek Hill was heavily damaged in a fire this afternoon. Heavy black and white smoke was spewing from the mansion as neighbors began to gather outside. Hill, who was at the Dolphins practice at the time, left and headed home. The Dolphins say everyone was safe and out of the house. The mansion was built in 2007. It has 9,000 square feet of indoor living space on a 2.25 acre plot. Hill bought the house in 2022 for $6.9 million. Hill was traded from the Kansas City Chiefs to the Miami Dolphins for the start of the 2022 season and agreed to a 4-year, $120 million extension that included $72.2 million guaranteed.
We're getting our first look at this year's Super Bowl on the Las Vegas Strip. The NFL, CBS, and Las Vegas Super Bowl Host Committee revealed renderings of how Allegiant Stadium, Bellagio Hotel and Casino, and other parts of the Strip will change appearance for this year's big game. Now, organizers say they chose these designs to embody the vibrancy of Las Vegas. Work on the project is expected to take a month and will begin in 2 days. The Super Bowl is Sunday, February 11th, right here on WISC.
That's a big that's 2 big transformations now in Vegas, and
yeah.
The F1 race and now this.
I mean, I would go there to see Adele's show, but I'm sure everyone's going to have fun at the Super Bowl.
I'd wait down to the Super Bowl. Might be a little less crowded.
It's good advice.
Every town, large and small, used to have a soda shop.
Well, guess what? Some towns still do. We'll look at the soda shop of the 21st century when Live at 4 continues.
Hey, Packers fans, how about celebrating the Packers season in a new 2023 Chevy Colorado Trail Boss? Hey, kick off your winning season with Quick Rewards Packers points only from Quick Trip. For every $1 you spend with Quick Rewards, you'll earn a Packers point. Then with your Quick Rewards app, spend points for your chance to win amazing prizes throughout the season. Your winning season starts at Quick Trip with Quick Rewards Packers points. See quicktrip.com/sweepstakes for details.
Join Dr. Ashish M. Raval on January 11th at 5:30 p.m. to learn about the causes of shoulder pain and pain relief options. To register for the free online educational talk, visit stoughtonhealth.com and click on classes and events.
I'm a little old to count down the days, but my ski trip to Cascade Mountain with my cousin each year, so much fun. We used to pretend like we were flying. Now, we really do. My dad and my uncle like that we still ski free. But Noah and I, we just have fun. See you there.
Do you feel stuck in a cold and drafty home? Well, there's a better solution than just turning up the heat. Because heating your home is by far the most expensive part of your energy bills. At USA Insulation, we fix cold homes. Most houses are built with builder's grade insulation. So when we fill your walls with our high efficiency foam, your house stays warm without turning up the heat, which saves you a lot of money. And right now, we can insulate your home for as little as $99 per month.
USA Insulation.
This right here is confidence in a bottle. It makes me feel so much more confident than I've ever felt.
They are some of the hottest videos on social media. Those videos claiming to instantly get rid of bags under your eyes. Annette Figueroa is here to tell us why she says this one is for real.
This one is for real, and I'm so excited. We even have a video, and all he uses is a small amount on a clean, dry face. And what it does is it tightens and lifts the appearance of bags underneath your eyes. And I did this to my father. We were at home, so we applied it to his under eye bags, and let me tell you, we were so excited. In under 10 minutes, they visibly disappeared from view, and now it is literally part of both of our daily routines. And not only does it work on the bags, it works on the appearance of crow's feet, fine lines, and wrinkles.
This new year is the best time to try Plexiderm at our startup price of only $14.95. Your solution is at plexidermtrial.com or call the number on your screen.
Join Dr. Ashish M. Raval on January 11th at 5:30 p.m. to learn about the causes of shoulder pain and pain relief options. To register for the free online educational talk, visit stoughtonhealth.com and click on Classes and Events.
You're watching News 3 Now, live at 4.
Welcome back. Here's a new approach to nailing those New Year's resolutions.
I need all the help I can get. All you have to do is hit the books. Amazon Books editorial director Sarah Gelman and her team put together a list of books to help you with productivity, healthy eating, and even housekeeping. Feel Good Productivity emphasizes doing more of what you love and, well, less of what stresses you out. And if you're looking to make a big change, The Life Brief by Bonnie Wan could help you unlock the life you want.
She identifies what she calls the big four. So relationships, work, community, and self. And there are things that you can do in this book, everything from writing your own eulogy, which she says will help you identify what matters to you. And it's usually not what's on your resume right now.
Well, A Dirty Guide to a Clean Home will teach you how to fold that dreaded fitted sheet.
Oh, that can't be done.
It's impossible. And Skinny Taste has your meals in 7 ingredients or less.
Well, here's some new sweets for your sweets on Valentine's Day. Hershey is teaming up with the Charlie Brown Group to celebrate moments of togetherness and friendship with Hershey Kisses milk chocolate with Snoopy and friends. Hershey proudly says, quote, whether you're treating your bestie to a fun surprise, a parent gifting to your kids, or showing thanks to a colleague, these treats will inspire sweet connections with all those who you cherish this Valentine's Day. They're featuring the Peanut characters on 18 unique pink and red foils. Stocks extended the New Year's losses. The Dow Industrials lost 284 points. The Nasdaq off 173 points, or 1%. The S&P 500 fell 38 points. Well, starting in the 1920s, almost every neighborhood had a corner soda shop. They reached the height of their popularity in the 40s and 50s.
But even decades later, some business owners are keeping the classic American tradition alive. Michael George has more on the legacy of the soda fountain.
At Brooklyn Pharmacy, soda jerk and co-owner Peter Freeman is serving up a little taste of the old days. This is one of just a handful of soda fountains still operating. Soda shops were once an iconic part of American culture, where teens and families would gather for an egg cream or an ice cream sundae.
1930s, there's maybe 125,000 soda fountains. As of today, there's maybe 125.
For Lena Deegan, who's in her 90s, coming here is like stepping into a time machine.
Oh my God, me and my husband, we used to always hang out there.
Here, the sights, sounds, and flavors are just the way people remember. Freeman says the draw is more than desserts.
We make memories here. We make experience here. Soda fountains are incredibly social, and it's one of the real beauties of a soda fountain, is it brings people together.
These businesses faded as new inventions like the bottle cap made it easier to have soda at home. But some say it's time for the corner soda shop to make a comeback.
Brings back a lot of memories.
They've disappeared. And what we lose, not just as Americans, but as humans, is a human connection.
A reminder of how old-fashioned socializing
Delicious.
can make every day a little bit sweeter. Michael George, CBS News, New York.
Well, that's fun.
Yeah,
I like
we
those
need
places.
more of that.
Yeah, well, we could open up our own. Get an egg cream, come talk to us.
There you go. Soda fountains originally got their start in pharmacies in the mid-1800s because people once thought that seltzer could cure physical ailments.
It doesn't? Well, oh well.
Oh well. It is the new year and a new month. Time to grab some bargains.
When we come back, Consumer Reports shows us the best buys for January right after Jacob's forecast.
When you've been seriously injured, you'll need a team with knowledge and experience to get the results you deserve. Call Gruber Law Offices today. Proud partner of your Milwaukee Bucks. One call, that's all.
It's here, Wisconsin's newest and most exclusive sports show. Wisconsin Huddle. It's more than just highlights. It's more than X's and O's. It's a dynamic 30-minute weekly special produced for the die-hard fans of Wisconsin athletics. Embark on an exclusive journey into the lives of some of UW's top athletes as we offer an inside look into their world. Watch Wisconsin Huddle Friday nights at 6:30. Brought to you by Ho-Chunk Gaming Madison.
It's a great time to have RG Heating and Air Conditioning check your home's furnace system for safety and efficiency. RG services all brands and installs quality Trane equipment to keep your home running smooth year-round. Call RG Heating and AC today.
Your logo can identify your company, inspire your customers, and energize your team. We're 4imprint, and we can help your logo create moments that matter. Explore thousands of promotional products at 4imprint.com.
4imprint, for certain.
In a Class 3 casino, you're playing against the house, so there's no guarantee a player has to win, ever. And in a Class 2 casino, the players play against each other, and not the house. So someone always wins.
So you're saying... He's saying if you want to win at something, you have to go to Ho-Chunk Gaming Madison, a Class 2 casino where someone has to win. How about this then?
Ho-Chunk Gaming Madison.
Family-owned Brothers Maine knows choosing appliances for a remodel or new build can be exciting and overwhelming. Our experienced staff has experienced it all as we've guided thousands of area families through appliance selection. Brothers Maine has a larger inventory and low-price deals that consistently beat competitors, including Big Box. You heard me, Big Box can't beat our prices. From sales to install, Brothers Maine does it all. Feel great about your purchases and feel like family at Brothers Maine.
Sure, you can come for the fun, but you'll stay for the food.
And the brews. And of course, our famous fish fry.
And it's all right here at the Middleton Sport Bowl, one of Middleton's original neighborhood bar and grills, with daily lunch, dinner, and drink specials. Middleton Sport Bowl on University Avenue, just east of Park Street.
Trust Gruber Law Offices to get you back in the game. Our team is available 24/7. Gruber Law Offices, proud partner of your Milwaukee Bucks. One call, that's all.
Well, take a look at this. You might remember an owl known as Flacco who escaped from the Central Park Zoo in New York last February. He was seen perched in a tree near the American Museum of Natural History on Manhattan's Upper West Side today. Flacco lived in captivity at the zoo for 13 years before his exhibit was vandalized. Since then, he's been seen all over Manhattan, from Alphabet City to the Lower East Side and now the Upper West Side.
Seems like a real hoot.
Plenty of
hoot and a holler.
Plenty of food for him.
Yeah.
The streets of New York, I'll tell you that. Rats and rodents.
Rats and rodents, a real buffet.
He's got
New York, New York.
Yep, it's my kind of town. Lisa Briggs will be along a little later in this newscast answering your plant questions. So email them now to tips@channel3000.com. We'll get to them in about 25 minutes. Tips@channel3000.com.
Nothing's going to be growing soon.
No, nothing.
Unless it's indoors.
Indoor plants.
Yes.
Let's start taking seeds.
Yeah, it's been cold, and it's only going to get colder with some snow. The full forecast after the break.
MG&E, building your community energy company for the future through the power of working together. Committed to cleaner, more sustainable energy, driven by innovation, fostered by shared values. Visit MGE2050.com.
$579 breaths to show them your stuff. Every breath matters. Don't let RSV take your breath away. Protect yourself from RSV with Abrysvo, Pfizer's RSV vaccine. Abrysvo is a vaccine for the prevention of lower respiratory disease from RSV in people 60 years and older. RSV can be serious if you are 60 or older. Having asthma, COPD, diabetes, or heart disease puts you at even higher risk. Abrysvo is not for everyone and may not protect all who receive the vaccine. Don't get Abrysvo if you've had a severe allergic reaction to its ingredients. People with a weakened immune system may have a decreased response to Abrysvo. The most common side effects are tiredness, headache, pain at the injection site, and muscle pain. Ask your pharmacist or doctor about Pfizer's RSV vaccine, Abrysvo. Visit these retailers or find other retailers near you at abrysvo.com.
At Bullet Health System, we believe it is important for you to know your specialist. Dr. Jamie France is a board-certified orthopedic surgeon dedicated to getting you back to living your life through leading-edge technology and world-class care with the least amount of downtime. Dr. France works here. He lives here. He is part of your community and enjoys family time on the ice, providing exceptional care to you. Know your specialist. Exceptional people, exceptional care.
A concert experience you won't want to miss. It's the Commodores. Performing live Saturday, February 17th at Ho Chunk Gaming, Wisconsin Dells. Tickets are on sale now through Ticketmaster. 70 million albums sold, 7 #1 hits. The Grammy Award-winning Commodores. February 17th at Ho Chunk Gaming, Wisconsin Dells. Your odds are better here.
MG&E, building your community energy company for the future through the power of working together. Committed to cleaner, more sustainable energy, driven by innovation, fostered by shared values. Visit MGE2050.com.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Hello, everybody. Here's a look at the 3 things you need to know. We're going to be fairly dry for the rest of this week. We do have some small chances of flurries, but overall pretty quiet through the weekend. But by the time we get to Monday, especially Monday night, we are going to see that snow move through our area, and we have that alert day for Monday night and Tuesday. Temperatures will also be pretty consistent over the next several days as well. So looking at the current radar, still seeing those very light flurries, especially just to the northeast of Madison. These may continue throughout the evening, but if we do see snow, it certainly won't accumulate. It won't even cause any treacherous road conditions. So not going to be a huge issue, but don't be surprised if you do see some snowflakes out there. And by tomorrow, much of that snow will have cleared out of our area. Now looking a little bit further towards that system next week. Like I mentioned, we have a few chances of flurries over the weekend, maybe some light snow Monday, but Monday night, that's when the system will enter our area. At this point, it looks increasingly likely that we are going to see some accumulating snow. Now, it is possible the track of this system may dip just a little bit to the south, but even if that happens, we will likely see accumulating snow on the northern end of the system. So the best chance for that accumulating snow will be Tuesday during the day. So don't be surprised if we wake up to see accumulating snow already Tuesday morning, and it is expected to last throughout much of the day. This also may continue into the overnight hours, especially the early overnight hours. And by Wednesday morning, we may continue to see some lingering snow before it looks to clear out of our area by Wednesday afternoon. Once again, this is still subject to change. It's still about a week out, but we do have that alert day because it looks pretty likely that we are going to see some accumulating snow. We also are going to see some windy conditions, and the temperatures will fall after the system. So the wind chill values could get back into the single digits, if not below 0 at times. And by next weekend, we may start to see temperatures getting close to zero, not just the wind chills, the actual temperatures. Right now we have the forecast above that, but it looks like we'll see our coldest weather of the season. Now for tonight, it will be colder than last night as the skies will clear up just a little bit. We'll have lows in the upper teens and lower 20s. And then for tomorrow, we'll have a bit more sunshine compared to today, but temperatures may actually be a bit colder with highs in the upper 20s and lower 30s. Now here's a look at the full 7 to 10 day forecast. Some flurries over the weekend, but temperatures are going to remain in the 30s. And as the system moves through, temperatures are going to continue to be in the 30s for Monday and Tuesday. But then as we get towards Wednesday of next week, after the system clears out of our area, we are going to start to see those temperatures fall. We'll be in the upper 20s for Wednesday and Thursday with lows possibly in the teens. And then take a look at the forecast for next Saturday. It looks like we could see highs in the teens and lows in the single digits. Now, that is still subject to change as well, and either getting warmer or possibly even getting colder. You know, we don't want to push the extreme right away, but some models are suggesting we could get below zero by next weekend. So on top of the snow, we definitely are going to see colder weather. I also want to point out we have another chance of snow Thursday, just 2 days after the alert day. So much more active weather in general is coming next week. We did see some rain over Christmas, but for the most part, we've been fairly dry, especially in the snow department. That looks to change, at least for the near future.
And we're getting to the coldest time of the year.
Yes, yeah, this middle to late January is always the coldest for us.
It's Brady's favorite.
You know what? I have a lot of thoughts about January. The holidays are done. We're all depressed. It's cold out. It's dark out.
But like I said at the top of the show, I mean, I don't know what you guys expect.
Just a little sun. That's all we ask.
We could see some sun tomorrow, so there you go.
That's all we're asking for. Thank you, Jacob. They say people fight like cats and dogs, but how about a cat that fights for a dog, saving her life?
Ooh, this sounds good. Jeannie Mose reports on the feline who put her life on the line.
6-year-old Oakley has a lovable face. She can do spins in exchange for a treat. But when she went out to do her business in the backyard of her Edmond, Oklahoma home, no amount of spinning would have saved her from the coyote that pounced if the family cat hadn't jumped in.
Is she a tough cat? Like, is she like a street cat? I mean, is she...
Yeah, she's a gangster.
Lane Dyer says Binks is a stray that he and his family take care of.
Her and Oakley hit it off pretty good from the beginning.
So when the first of 2 coyotes grabbed Oakley, it was Binks to the rescue, taking on the intruders, scaring them away, though not before Oakley suffered wounds that had blood
spouting out of her chest, unfortunately.
But with stitches and a splint, Oakley recovered a little over a month later.
And so
she yawns over the story of Binks saving her. Coyotes have become such a danger to small dogs that one owner created the coyote vest.
Done.
With spikes protruding from a Kevlar vest and even
a set of coyote whiskers.
Nylon bristles that at least look intimidating. But who needs a coyote vest?
I think she's shown that she's not afraid of much.
When the cat has your back. Jeannie Mose, CNN, New York.
Do Louie and Oliver need a guard cat?
I think so. Boy, that cat, ferocious.
Yeah, I'm glad that it turned out okay. Yeah, that would have been sad.
Yeah. All right, we're going to show you how to get the best buy for your bucks in January next.
And then at 5 from Rock County, how a man severely hurt in a car crash is fighting to recover his life.
Garage doors always seem to break at the worst time. That's why here at Precision, we're never going to charge you extra for nights and weekends.
We always offer same-day repairs or next-day new doors. That's the Precision promise.
Precision Door Service, a name you can trust.
I'm a little old to count down the days, but my ski trip to Cascade Mountain with my cousin each year, so much fun. We used to pretend like we were flying. Now, we really do. My dad and my uncle like that we still ski free. But Noah and I, we just have fun. See you there.
Salonpas, makers of powerful pain relief patches for 89 years, believes in continuous improvement, like rounded corners that resist peeling, with an array of active ingredients and sizes to relieve your pain. Salonpas, it's good medicine.
This is Kathy. She's about to see her dentist. She's afraid. Not because of the drill, but because of the bill. A big bill. But Kathy doesn't need to be afraid, and neither do you, thanks to affordable dental insurance from Physicians Mutual Insurance Company. It's easy to get this coverage. Don't believe me? Call or go online for all the details. You could even have this free information kit. This isn't a discount plan or preventive-only coverage. This is real dental insurance. It helps pay for over 400 procedures. That's a lot. I'm talking cleanings, fillings, crowns, bridges, root canals, even dentures. Bottom line, you'll have help paying for routine care and expensive major work. But if you want deductibles, forget it. There aren't any. No annual maximum either. Plus, you can see any dentist you want. Stop fearing the big bill. Start saving at the dentist. Call now or go to sendinfokit.com.
Physicians Mutual, Physicians Mutual.
New at 5, Will Keneally runs through who's on the spring ballot. Get your election cheat sheet for all the candidates before casting your vote, only on News 3 Now.
While the weather through the weekend will be seasonably cold with just a few chances for flurries, a first warned weather alert day remains in the forecast for next Tuesday for a possible winter storm. At 5, we'll take a look at how much snow we may get.
And ahead at 6, over 30 families are going to become homeless. First reported just before Christmas, News 3 Now revisits the residents and finds out what will happen to them. That's tonight at 6.
Not Christmassy.
Beautiful in Las Vegas.
We're on? 50 degrees. Getting ready for the Super Bowl, I guess.
February 11th.
Right here on CBS. Lisa Briggs is going to be on a little later in this newscast answering your plant questions. Email your questions now to tips@channel3000.com. We'll get to them right after this, as we bring in the new year. You might be gearing up for resolutions or just looking for a fresh start in 2024.
Consumer Reports exclusive product tests and shopping tips will help you find the items that you'll need to ring in the new year with seasonal savings. Here's Shane Hogan.
Consumer Reports tracks the prices of many of its top tested products all year long, so it knows exactly when they go on a deep discount. Here are top products to look out for in this month's Best Time to Buy.
It's no surprise that the start of the year brings sales on items like fitness trackers, treadmills, and ellipticals. But also keep in mind that Martin Luther King Jr. Day falls in January, and this usually means big deals around mattresses.
Expect more deals on mattresses later this month. In the meantime, the Casper Original Foam Mattress Queen is now on sale for $1,036 at Walmart and Best Buy. This is one of CR's top-rated foam mattresses for back sleepers. And a new set of sheets could help get your sleep back on track. These microfiber sheets from Milani are as low as $22.78 at Amazon. And as we get into the second half of the month, look out for deals that will make the big game that much bigger.
With the Super Bowl coming up, a lot of TV manufacturers and retailers have big sales on TVs. So if you're looking for a new set to watch the big game, you're in luck.
This 55-inch Samsung OLED TV is as low as $1777.95 at Amazon. This 4K OLED is among the best TVs CR has ever tested, acing its test for picture quality and viewing angle. And don't forget about the sound. This soundbar from Samsung is as low as $497.99 at ABT Electronics, Amazon, and Walmart. This soundbar comes with a wireless subwoofer, and CR says the entire system offers very good overall sound quality. Have a safe, healthy, and prosperous New Year. This is Shane Hogan.
Thank you, Shane. We will.
Yeah, my wallet is saying no.
Yeah.
You can't spend anything.
No more. Looking for something else to start the year? Consumer Report says to keep an eye out for deals on bathroom scales. No.
Not now.
Humidifiers, smartwatches, treadmills, and wireless routers all month long.
Yeehaw. Lisa Briggs from the Bruce Company will be here answering your plant and garden questions. Remember, email those questions to tips@channel3000.com. We'll be back.
At Harker Heating and Cooling, you can save a whole bunch of money when you buy a furnace. You know what's even better? Saving even more money when you purchase a furnace and an air conditioner at the same time.
Harker Heating and Cooling.
Start the new year up right and save big money at Menards from ceiling to floor. Find your style with over 90 in-stock Patriot Lighting pendants on sale. They add beauty and elegance to your home. Get this Ashton mini pendant now for just $59.99. Finish your renovation with new vinyl floors. Super fast vinyl plank flooring is waterproof and easy to install with attached pad for extra comfort and sound absorption. It's just $259 per square foot now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
I'm Jonathan Lawson, here to tell you about life insurance through the Colonial Penn program. If you're age 50 to 85 and looking to buy life insurance on a fixed budget, remember the 3 Ps.
The 3 what?
The 3 Ps.
What are the 3 Ps?
The 3 Ps of life insurance on a fixed budget are price, price, and price. A price you can afford, a price that can't increase, and a price that fits your budget.
I'm 54 and was a smoker, but quit. What's my price?
You can get coverage for $9.95 a month.
I'm 65, retired, and take medications. What's my price?
Also $9.95 a month.
I just turned 80 and I'm on a fixed income. What's my price?
$9.95 a month for you too. If you're age 50 to 85, call now about the #1 most popular whole life insurance plan available through the Colonial Penn program. Options start at $9.95 a month. That's less than 35 cents a day. You cannot be turned down because of your health. No medical exam, no health questions. Your acceptance is guaranteed. And this plan has a guaranteed lifetime rate lock, so your rate can never go up for any reason. Options start at $9.95 a month. Plus, you get a 30-day money-back guarantee. So call now for free information, and you'll also get this free beneficiary planner. Use this valuable guide to record your important information and give helpful direction to your loved ones with your final wishes. And it's yours free, just for calling. So call now for free information.
Call 1-800-914-3131 for your free information and your free gift. That's 1-800-914-3131. There's no risk or obligation. 1-800-914-3131. Call now.
At Harker Heating and Cooling, you can save a whole bunch of money when you buy a furnace. You know what's even better? Saving even more money when you purchase a furnace and an air conditioner at the same time.
Harker Heating and Cooling.
It's time now for your first warn traffic. Looking pretty good out there. Green across the Beltline, also green on the interstate, although it does look like there is an accident going northbound on the interstate just near the Beltline, but it's not causing any slowdowns at this hour. Speaking of the interstate, if we go down south to Janesville, also looking green across the entire area. Interstate around 70 miles per hour in both directions. That's also the case if you head up north to Wisconsin Dells, looking green across the area. A lot of people still not back at work yet because just after the new year, so overall pretty green across Madison and really our entire region. So looking at times, green in both directions, around 15 minutes for westbound and eastbound Beltline, and also Sun Prairie to downtown, we're looking at green at 17 minutes. And that's your first warn traffic.
All right, Jacob, thank you. Meet the Lancashire Heeler, the American Kennel Club's newest recognized dog breed. It's the club's 201st recognized breed. Now, it's tough to join the club. It requires proof of a minimum of 20 litters bred with a 3-generation pedigree.
Oh, what a cute dog.
So I'll never make it in, but it'll be in the running group this year. Lisa Briggs from the Bruce Company is answering your plant questions. I guess not garden this time of year. Good to see you.
We're gardening. We're just indoor gardening.
Indoor gardening. Have a good New Year?
I did, and you guys?
Yeah.
It was quiet. It was good. Made a puzzle.
Ooh.
Awesome. I know.
What would you bring in?
So I thought we'd need a little relief from Christmas plants, although I understand there are questions, which we will deal with. But I brought a carnation. Because
it smells great.
Yes, you've taken your tree down.
Well.
Probably, well, not this one. You've taken your tree down and your house is looking a little bit bleak because you had all that light and sparkle. And so time to bring in some winter flowering plants or some green plants just to put some life back in for the dreary months of January and February.
It smells great.
It does smell good. This is fragrant, a little spicy.
Okay, we'll get to some questions now. Sean just moved to a new home, and there are hydrangeas around the foundation. He asks, what is the advice on care? Should you clip the blooms off now for winter, or are we too late? If we're too late, is there a good time to do it in the spring, or would you advise not to clip?
So I would say, without knowing exactly what kind of hydrangea you have, I would hold off on the clipping until spring. So the buds will pop out pretty early, and once you see those buds start to expand and green up, then you can clip it back and shape it. And that won't hurt flower production for next year, for the next spring. If you think that it's just messy looking and you just want to clip the flowers off, you can go ahead and do that at any time.
Okay.
But drastic pruning, I would wait until spring.
All right.
Well, in this question, so how do I keep my succulent alive and growing when there's basically clouds out every day? And is it possible that part of the weak and wilted flowering is because my heat is set at 63 degrees and I do not move the plant away from the windows and doors to keep it warmer at night? Some advice from Kelly. Kelly needs some
63 degrees.
Okay, so most succulents can tolerate a cooler temperature. So you can go ahead and you don't need to keep it in a warm spot. One of the things with succulents, even though they are looking like they're wilting, be careful that you're not overwatering, because succulents, especially in the winter, don't require a lot of water. So make sure that the pot dries out fairly thoroughly between waterings. If you're used to watering maybe once a week or every couple weeks, you may want to stretch that out. And that should help.
All right. Kelly wants to, or Sheila wants to know, what is the easiest way to root hibiscus cuttings? Planting and follow-up tips would be appreciated.
Okay, so hibiscus cuttings, I am not a hybridizer, and so taking cuttings is a very specialized thing. I will say that in general, you want to use a damp sand medium. You would want to get yourself some rooting compound, but you're going to want to check on the internet and see when the best time to take the cuttings is. Some like to be cut when they're green, and some like to be cut after it starts to harden off. So once you determine that, come into the plant desk and we'll talk you through the process.
Okay.
Well, I think this next question speaks for all of us. Linda wants to know how to take care of a beautiful poinsettia, which we have a prop.
Down here.
Don't hurt yourself.
Look, there's a poinsettia.
And there it is beautiful. How do we care for this?
So poinsettias are from Mexico, so they like warm temps. So that is someplace where you would want to put this, not by a cold window, but in a warmer spot where there's not a draft. The other thing that people do with poinsettias is they overwater them. I can feel this one in this foil that there's water sitting in here, and that happens a lot. So make sure that you either put a hole in the bottom of this foil, which I'm not going to do because I'm going to have water in my lap, or you take it out of that and put it in a pot, and when you water it, you let it drain thoroughly, and then you put it back in the decorative kind of thing.
They don't have wet feet.
They do not like wet feet. They are not exactly a cactus, but a euphorbia is like similar condition.
So it needs dry January.
Right.
The flowers are here.
These are the flowers, these little yellow things, and then these are called bracts, which are modified leaves, and that's where the color is. And the color is determined by daylight, length, kind of like when you're trying to get a Christmas cactus into bloom.
But they sort of just eventually lose their leaves.
Yeah, they do, and some people can keep them going for a long time, and some people can't. You know, for me, a poinsettia is, you know, just, it's a Christmas thing, and when Christmas is over, I'm kind of over it, too.
So you just throw them right in the trash?
I kind of do.
Oh, what?
I'm sorry. You know, in the garden center, like after Christmas, nobody wants them. So we've been giving ours away to staff and customers. I know you guys have
and we're giving them away
a pile of them in the lobby.
So do you want to take some with you?
No, thank you.
To throw in the garbage, I guess?
No, thank you very much.
It's like a horror movie. Pamela has a Christmas cactus that has many buds, but they won't open. What do you do?
Okay, so buds not opening, that it's got flower buds is good. That means that you've set the day length. I would say that make sure that it's getting plenty of light. And again, it likes a cooler spot. So in your sunniest window, and don't worry about the fact that there might not be a heating place right there. You don't want it to freeze, but Christmas cactus can stand it till like 40 outside.
Really?
So yeah, so they'll be, it sounds like it needs more light.
You want to put this down?
Sure. I just have that in my lap.
I was hoping that you were
hours.
just going to like kick it away. Are there types of burning bushes that are not invasive, or are there some good alternatives? Carly wants to know.
Okay, so burning bush, a lot of the older cultivars were invasive because they set a lot of fruit. The fruit is prized by birds. It's sort of a spring, summer fruiting thing, and then the birds take it and, you know, distribute the seed. Most of the newer cultivars are not as prolific with producing seed. The other thing you can do with a burning bush is shear it in the spring right after it flowers. Then you're getting rid of all that fruit, and that will handle the problem anyway. As far as alternatives, if you're looking for kind of that rounded shape and fall color, which is usually why people want burning bushes, I would look at aronia. That's called chokeberry, and there are a lot of new, smaller cultivars on the market. I'd also look at a plant that's a little harder to find called Fathergia or witch alder. It also has excellent fall color and a smaller size.
I love those burning bushes in the fall. They're just spectacular.
Yeah, they are.
All right, Tracy, for a cypress tree, when is it safe to prune, and how can you prune it at one time?
So cypress, if you're talking about arborvitae, which is what a lot of people would call cypress, if you're talking about hardy plants here, best time to prune evergreens is in the summer, end of June, early July. The new growth will come out and it will be really bright green compared to the older growth, kind of soft, and when that growth starts to darken in color and harden off, that's when you would do any shearing that you would want to do.
Okay.
Not now.
All right.
I think this is an interesting question. Robert has a Thanksgiving cactus, but it's turned into a Christmas cactus. How can he get it back to a Thanksgiving cactus?
Okay, well,
it bloomed later.
A Thanksgiving cactus is a particular plant as opposed to a Christmas cactus. And the way you tell the difference is the leaves. If on those little leaves the scallops have little points, then it's a Thanksgiving cactus. And if they're rounded, it's a Christmas cactus. Bloom time probably just depends on how it came into flower bud. So if you leave it outside or in a room where it is dark and light, you know, where you have distinct day length, like in a bedroom where people aren't in at night, it will come into flower more timely. But if you have it in a room where there is light for longer parts of the day, then it might slow down the flowering. Most of the cactus that we sell at this time of year that are blooming for Christmas are all Thanksgiving cactus.
Is there an Easter cactus?
There is an Easter cactus, and it has an even less scallopy leaf. No, but there is.
Halloween cactus?
All right,
No Halloween cactus.
We're out of time. Thank you all for writing in. Lisa will be on the noon show on Monday if you didn't get in, so get your questions in.
Yeah.
Have a good weekend.
You guys too.
It's only Wednesday.
We'll get there.
Final check your forecast coming up.
Join Dr. Ashish M. Raval on January 11th at 5:30 p.m. to learn about the causes of shoulder pain and pain relief options. To register for the free online educational talk, visit stoughtonhealth.com and click on Classes and Events.
Get ready, Madison. Madison Magazine's Winter Restaurant Week is here. Over 40 restaurants will showcase 3-course meals from $30 with 15 restaurants serving lunch. Plus, enjoy the perfect pairings with wine and more from E&J Gallo. Check our online guide on madisonmagazine.com to see which places offer takeout and dine-in. Save the dates, January 22nd through the 26th. Madison Magazine's Winter Restaurant Week, where good times and great meals come together. Presenting sponsor, the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund, and supporting sponsor, Roth Cheese.
Sure, you can come for the fun, but you'll stay for the food.
And the brews. And of course, our famous fish fry.
And it's all right here at the Middleton Sport Bowl, one of Middleton's original neighborhood bar and grills, with daily lunch, dinner, and drink specials. Middleton Sport Bowl on University Avenue, just east of Park Street.
Your logo can identify your company, inspire your customers, and energize your team. We're 4imprint, and we can help your logo create moments that matter. Explore thousands of promotional products at 4imprint.com.
4imprint, for certain. Join Dr. Ashish M. Raval on January 11th at 5:30 p.m. to learn about the causes of shoulder pain and pain relief options. To register for the free online educational talk, visit stoughtonhealth.com and click on Classes and Events.
New at 5, Will Keneally runs through who's on the spring ballot. Get your election cheat sheet for all the candidates before casting your vote, only on News 3 Now. Then hear a remarkable story of a local man fighting to recover his life. That's coming up next.
Start your new day with the News 3 Now This Morning team, bringing you local breaking news, exploring all that makes our area special, and letting you know what to expect when you head out the door. The Emmy Award-winning News 3 Now This Morning, weekdays.
Here's a final look at your forecast. The rest of this week will be pretty quiet. We'll have highs in the 30s, a small chance of some flurries on Saturday and then again on Sunday. But then as we get into Monday, especially late in the day and at night on Monday, that is when the alert day will begin. And especially on Tuesday, we are expected to see some accumulating snow and windy conditions. After the snow clears out of our area, we have colder temperatures expected with possibly another snow system moving in Thursday. And it's going to get even colder for next weekend as high temperatures may drop into the teens. And with the breezy conditions, wind chills could get near or even below 0 at times.
What happened to 50 at Christmas?
That's long gone.
It's a distant memory now.
Gone. Tomorrow you're on Live at 4. Veterinarian Dr. Carrie Donahue answers your pet health questions.
And we attend a softball game in the middle of winter in our Traveler Throwback Thursday. Hey, it's Mark.
Hey, just the only one there.
It was not well attended.
Sometimes the do-it-yourself route isn't the best option. Call Monona Plumbing instead and get your plumbing problem fixed right.
A name you can trust when service is a must.
Join the media sales team at Television Wisconsin and be part of something bigger. If you're passionate about helping local businesses succeed, apply today at channel3000.com. We're not just hiring, we're building careers.
Have Medicare and Medicaid? iCare's dual eligible special needs plans offer an $1,800 annual allowance for eligible groceries and more. Rest easy. iCare is looking out for you and your health.
A logo can do more than identify your company. It can connect in meaningful ways, energize your team, and inspire your customers. We're 4imprint, and we know your logo on the right product can create moments that matter. With 30 years of experience and thousands of products to choose from, we guarantee your order will be right the first time, on time, and for a great price. Be certain that the right moments will matter. Explore thousands of promotional products at 4imprint.com.
4imprint, for certain.
A concert experience you won't want to miss. It's the Commodores. Performing live Saturday, February 17th at Ho-Chunk Gaming, Wisconsin Dells. Tickets are on sale now through Ticketmaster. 70 million albums sold, 7 #1 hits. The Grammy Award-winning Commodores. February 17th at Ho-Chunk Gaming, Wisconsin Dells. Your odds are better here.
At Gruber Law Offices, you pay us nothing until we win your case. We don't get paid until after you get paid. It costs you nothing to get the help you need after a serious accident. The call, free. The consultation, free. Our team can answer your questions and handle your concerns for free. Let our team get you the results and compensation you deserve. Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
Sometimes the do-it-yourself route isn't the best option. Call Monona Plumbing instead and get your plumbing problem fixed right.
A name you can trust when service is a must.
Well, in today's final touch, a group of senior women has turned to flirty philanthropy.
They are posing for saucy boudoir pictures for a good cause. A group of daring Massachusetts seniors are showing their saucy sides in the name of charity by striking sassy but classy poses in a fundraising calendar. The women, ranging in age from just under 70 to just over 90, have been dubbed the lovely Ladies of Linden Pond and are using their ageless beauty for a beautiful cause. They're raising money for the Residents Care Fund at their senior living community. At $20 a piece, they've already sold more than 700 calendars. The women have backgrounds as bold as their boudoir shoots in showbiz, nursing, and computer research. One even says she dated Frank Sinatra. They're proving age is nothing but but a number.
Oh, I love them. They're fun. There was a movie about this.
Was there?
Calendar Girls, 10 years ago or so. Anyway,
good idea.
Rent it.
All right, that's our time for now. Thanks for watching. We'll see you back here again tomorrow. News 3 Now at 5 starts right now.